really what it is, because I've gotten to the last zone, and it's kind of just like, hey, don't die. Alright, let's do it. And then you try and kill the final thing, and the last ship is incredibly difficult to kill. But anyway, let's see. Accept their bribe. I never accept their bribe, because you always end up getting more scrap when you kill them. So, I always like, you'll probably see this a lot, I always like to pause it right off the bat so I can get all my stuff going. Since I lost a dude, this might actually end up being fairly difficult, but I should be able to kill fairly outright because I have missiles still. Well, except I've only got 2. I don't think I mentioned it, but this is your missiles, your drone parts, and your fuel. I'll tell you about them. If I remember, I guess I can pause it right now so I can just tell you. The fuel, you use up 1 fuel every time you jump to a new little dot on your map. You can run out of fuel, in which case you just sit there and you send out like a help me, I'm retarded beacon. In which I've only had that once, and basically rebels, this says a rebel fighter. This is not a rebel fighter. This is like a rebel, like, child, compared to the one when you go into that red zone. I ran out of fuel, and one of the actual rebel fighters came and just totally destroyed me. Because I ran out of fuel, I'm pretty sure that made my dodge chance 0 again, so I just got totally destroyed by what they had. In which, it's only happened once, because after that point, I've literally bought every single bit of fuel I could get. That's like another one of my rules to live by when playing FTL. So, yeah, don't run out of fuel, buy as much as you can. This one's your missiles. Every time you use a missile weapon, it uses up 1 missile. Shocker. Your drone parts, every time you use a drone, drones show up over in this region. But every time you use a drone thing, it uses up 1 drone part. There is, however, an augmentation called the drone recovery arm. The Drone Recovery Act of 1912. I don't know. Every time you use a drone system and the drone doesn't die, it gives you that drone part back, which makes it much better if you're focusing on using drones on your ship rather than weapons or anything like that. Alright. So I've talked enough about that stuff. Let's die. Actually, we might live because... No ways. Oh yeah, I want to talk about auto-fire too. Toggling on auto-fire. I'll toggle it on just to show it, because I'm sure everyone would complain if I were to play with auto-fire. Actually, screw it, I'll play with auto-fire because I gotten used to it. Basically, if you noticed before, when I'd put the little target marker thing onto one of their systems, like that, they'd shoot and then it'd go away. However, if you turn on auto-fire, you do the same thing. You click the little burst laser, and then you click it on whatever system. Now you notice it's going to be yellow. Now, when it shoots, it's going to keep that marker on there, which is nice, because now I can just kinda forget about it, and I'll just keep firing. which is fantastic when I'm trying to do stuff around the ship, like try to repel invaders from my ship by suffocating them in space by opening the doors. But the only caveat to that is if you do it with missiles, because it'll end up using up like all of the missiles. This one's kinda more generous bribe. It's not nearly as much scrap. So we'll reject it. Die. Let's go ahead and arm up with a missile to kill him off. Just get out of this. Oh, never mind. We'll save that missile. We'll save it. Because they're pretty much dead anyway. This burst laser you start with is pretty overpowered. Fires 3, so it just goes straight through their shield in one shot, and then fires 2 more into their ship, and makes them die. Ooh, that's kinda... We use the leverage. I don't normally go with that kind of option, but I feel like it might be good to slow down the rebels. Yeah, see, now normally it shows like along this thing, it'll show little like arrows going out to maybe along here, and that shows where they're going to progress in the next turn. But now there isn't any of those arrows because they're stopped dead in their tracks because of whatever I just did. So, we'll continue. There's a store right here. However, I'm going to go to this location. Now maybe I'll go to this one. Yeah, let's go to this one. And then we'll come back up together. Send an away party to Federation encrypted broadcast. Yeah, let's find out. Added a quest marker. Awesome. Okay. I was hoping for some more scrap, because I like to load up on scrap before I go to the stores. Let's go to this one. Something to kill. Aid the Feder... Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Same deal. Oh, this is kind of getting difficult without the, you see, that's what the crew teleporter thing looks like. In case you're wondering. They beamed him onto my ship, and now he's trying to kill Remo. Remo? That just sounds... Shirai? Remo and Shirai. Not entirely sure. Remo? Maybe Italian or something? Shirai is clearly, like, Indian. I don't know. Anyway. Hopefully this guy will kill this invader, otherwise I'm gonna have to send him over to the medbay, which it looks like he's gonna have to do. Yeah, run over to the medbay, heal up, come back, kill him. Oh, my engines are on fire. Fantastic. Pause really quick. There. Doors. Okay, continue. Continue attacking the enemy. He's all healed up, run back over. There we go. Kill him. Yeah, kill the ship. Because auto fire is actually pretty helpful. You noticed how it just kept shooting while I was doing that. Maybe it makes up for the fact I put it on normal mode. I'm kind of just an average person instead of man mode, as Day 9 always calls it. One of my favorite people on the internet. If you have never heard of Day 9, and somehow have heard of me, and are watching this video now, go check him out. I think his YouTube address is youtube.com/day9tv. That's just a straight up guess. I have no idea. However, we're going to continue with this. Yeah, we got some scrap, which is always fantastic. Added another quest marker because I'm just that good. Killed that guy because he's totally stupid. Thought he could take me on my own ship. I think the thing just skipped. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Fix up the engines so that we can actually leave, because if the engines aren't working. You can't charge up your FTL faster than light drive. And, see, there we go. Now it's kind of fixed up. Now we can jump somewhere. However, I want you to fix it up all the way so we can actually do stuff. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. There we go. Run back over to your... Actually, before we go, we'll heal up both of these guys, because it's always a good idea to have your crew at full health in case you get boarded. Then, run back to your stations. You got a decent amount of scrap. Come back over to this way. Oh god. Here's one of these little things. Intervene. Yeah. Okay, this one does have shields and weapons. We'll just take out the weapons, because it's only got one bar of shield. Okay, one thing. If you go with the idea that I have of always just chucking your crew members at enemy ships, make sure there is an oxygen system on the enemy ship. Notice there's no oxygen on this ship. I had the bright idea, hey, I'll just send my dudes over there, they can just take out the weapons really easily, right? Wrong. There's no oxygen. They died in about 5 seconds. So make sure there is in fact oxygen on the enemy ship before you send them over. Usually, see, these fights always take forever because, oh god, took out my little security camera. We'll wait to, oh come on, there we go. I'll run over and fix up that radar for, it really doesn't change anything, I just want it fixed. That's really the only reason. Just, I want it fixed right now. See, look, he's good to go. Run back over to the weapons. God, he didn't shoot again. You're getting the idea of why I really like the whole idea of sending my crew over, because it's more active. I don't have to just wait for the weapons to reload. Oh man, we got a lot of scrap for that one. Okay, now we go back over to the store. See, I like to get lots of scrap in case they have a teleporter. They do, but I don't have enough crew to use it, which is... See, here is the drone recovery arm, which I was talking about earlier. Long-range scanners let you, I mean, obviously it says adds additional info, but it really doesn't do anything. It kind of just says there might be a ship here. That's about it. Yeah, that's about that. I've never used this, but I feel like it might be actually pretty good, because then you can just jump straight to the end of the map, and then you can use this to go back to the beginning and go to the other locations, which might be really good if you get a good enough ship that you can just laugh at the rebels and take on all their ships all the time, because then you can actually go back and visit all the locations on a map. Otherwise you kind of have to race against time, or not really time as it is the rebels, and get out of the system before their little sphere of influence gets to you and kills you. So while we're here, we'll get, no, I'm not. The crew teleporter is really at like every store that sells systems. So I'm just going to buy up all the fuel, fix the ship, because I always tend to forget to fix up the ship, and then I'm like, why did I die? Oh, because my ship broke. But yeah, with the extra points, we'll get, oh man, I don't know, Let's get the shields. Let's get the shields now, because we don't have anyone on the shields right now. It would be good to at least, like, kind of boost the power of them now, so I don't die while I'm trying to find new crew members. Oh man, there's quests right over there. Let's try and get to those before the rebels get to us. Aid the civilian. Oh man, some of these ships have these little like health bars on their shields. It doesn't come back, I don't think, like the shields do. The shields like always come back unless you take out the shield thing. But this health bar is kind of just like a over shield if you're a Halo guy like me, or at least I used to. It's kind of like an over shield type of thing, where once it's gone, it doesn't come back, but it's incredibly annoying until you take it out. Take point out of the engines. We'll kill the shield and then kill their weapons. As always. I feel like those are always the two best solutions. I've never really found it to be that much more advantageous to take out any other systems than those, because those are really like the two systems. The weapons are obviously going to be the system that's going to kill your ship, and the shield is the one thing that's going to keep you from taking out the weapons that kills your ship. Look, there we go. Boom. Got him. Contact civilians. Oh yeah, we got lots of scrap for that. Let's head on over to the quest. This quest, let's see what we got. Oh, sweet. System repair drone. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is the drone that repairs your system. So you throw it onto your ship, and it runs around and heals up some systems. I never really liked to use it when I had it, because I much preferred to level up my crew members' repair rather than... Okay, here we go. It actually kind of shows 10% faster charge. On the next level, that's when they man the weapons. It is 10% faster for the weapons. When they level it up, I think it becomes like a 15% thing, and then 20. I think that's how it works. Not entirely exactly sure the numbers, I just know it does increase the percentage. From there, yeah, now we can get the, well now I wanna save up in case I lose my train of thought a lot. I'm really sorry. Now let's head over to this quest. Yeah, I want to save up the scrap to get to the next store to try and buy some crew, because crew's like my #1 resource in this game. See, and we get to the exit just before the enemy does, which is oh god. Buy 1 slave from them? This is a tough one, because sometimes you can just attack them, and then instead of being like, here's some scrap, let us live, they'll offer you one of the slaves. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's just attack him. Oh no. There they are. Oh, this is one of the alien races. It's an NG. Basically, it's a mantis pussy thing. It's good at repairing shit. That's about it. Oh god, they took out my oxygens. I'm gonna suffocate if I don't. You need to kill that guy. Kill Jack. Because Jack's got an American name, and we're all not America. Take off the missile. Okay, we need to pause. Open up the air doors. We need to vent this fire. And we're rapidly losing oxygen because of it. happens.